Welcome to another edition of Dizzarian Plays MMOs. Today I'm in Final Fantasy XIV and I'm on my level 21 Arcanist. And right where I left off, about to continue on with Isambard here to see what's happening. We're investigating stuff. But before we got to that, I just want to point out that if you have never played Final Fantasy XIV, now is the time. They finally have a free trial, which lets you play up to like level 35, which means you can play all the classes and jobs and just really go to town. It's a very generous offer, free trial, and it gives you pretty much everything. I'm actually pretty excited that they did this. It's going to ensure that the game stays alive, because once you get up to that level, that's when the game really starts to open up. So it is a very good taste of the game, and it gives you enough that you want to have more. So yeah, if you're new and never played Final Fantasy XIV, check it out. It is really good. It's one of my favorite games. So we're going to talk to Isambard here and see where we're at. Sister Orchin, it cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to Golden Bazaar on her own, and it's not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no, it couldn't be. Could it? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Dizzarian, and see if you cannot glean some information from him about Orchin's activities. So it's looking like she's a spy, if I remember right. It's actually been a little while since I've been in game. I've been kind of sick this last week, and so I've really lost track of MMOs and stuff. But we're going to go up here. Okay, it's not up. This was up where the church was, so we're actually going to need to go all the way out here to the Golden Bazaar, and I don't think I have that Chocobo Porter there, so I'm going to have to run there. So I don't think I'm going to bore you with that on camera, but I'll be back if I find anything interesting. Whoa, as I was running up here, look at this guy. Level 50 Matches. Mahes. Man, that thing is badass looking. So we're getting right up here into the Golden Bazaar, and as I come in, I'm going to go ahead and tag this Chocobo, because that way I can come back here easily. And no, we're not going to do any of that. So it looks like I just need to go up in here and see where this person... Ah, there we are. Uncombed Urchin. Okay. Please help. Sister Orchin went out all on her own and hasn't come back on such a rainy night, too. She's always reads to me right here about Thale and the Order of the... and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing, and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Okay, so we need to go and save Sister Orchin. She's gone out and gotten herself in trouble. Looks like she's behind here, actually. Not the way out, but behind. Okay, so as I... Oh, God, that scared me. As I get out here, we can see the area over here. And anytime you see an area like this, it means there's going to be a little event that happens once we cross the border of it. And sure enough, there's some hostile figures that pop up. Some rotting mage, which means they're probably undead. And that was part of the concern, if I remember right, with her. I don't know who he was attacking over there. A Taco. Taco. Okay, let's see what she says. Ah, you are the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes, well, I was able to find this lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Okay. So it looks like we need to go back to Camp Drybone now and tell him what we figured out. Maybe she's not such a bad person after all. Okay, Isambard. Sister Orchin was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar? Gods forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans? And risking her own well-being in doing no less? Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. That's exactly what I said. Let's see what we got. So it's probably going to take these shoes, complete that. And accept. Well, I am well glad I reserved that inn for the Sister Arcanist. She seemed to receive greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she's expected to make a full recovery. But now, on the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at the Amaljaw encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. I don't think I trust this Thancred fella. Especially if he's going to be at the Amaljaw. Wrong places. So we're going to head down to that camp. The rain stopped and a rainbow came out. How about that? All right, we're approaching the location. I did switch up my clothing here to put a better gear set on. So let's talk to Thancred. Ah, there you are, Dizzarian. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about the good Sister Oron. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But, false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Oron near Golden Bazaar, a band of Amaljaw caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, Dizzarian. Would you be so kind to take a look inside? You coward. All right. Yes, it's... Yeah, so we're gonna... He means inside of here. So we need to go in there, and we need to search for a clue inside. So this could get a little bit hairy, but let's see if we can get around that guy without gaining his attention. Yeah, we can. That always kind of cracks me up. Like, hey, pay no attention to the guy running your gate that you're supposed to be guarding, but... Oh, well, it's an MMO. Not all they can't just... They're not that smart sometimes. Not too bad. Ah, look, there's a queer leaflet right there. Let me kill this guy and we'll pick that up. And he goes down with ease. I can pick it up. There we go. Show the queer leaflet to Thancred. Okay. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? Oh yeah, I got much tickling. This leaflet. See the wealth of Naldo to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Naldthal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the ordered penned this. Pray take this to the inn at Cap Drybone. Let us see what Sister Oron makes of it. Okay. So it looks like she's inside here somewhere. It's not there. Ah, here she is. And she's got the children around her. And Thancred. My savior comes again. To what do I owe this honor this day? What is this? Blasphemous! These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the order. Of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as priest of the order to deceive the people? The plot thickens. Our culprit pretends to be the priest to lead the credence to his deception. There is no doubt any irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. Okay. So we'll go outside and do that. Come on, man. There we go. Posing as a priest. To think. The troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Dizzarian. I shall keep my ears and eyes open. Now more than ever. Aha, so we're going to get something new. Not too much, actually. I think we're going to take the gladiator pill because we've already got something... Like, that's too much magic defense loss, and this one doesn't help us that much. So we're going to take that and just store it for later. Speaking of, if you've got ideas on what I should be, as far as what job or class it is I should be taking at 30, leave it a note. We had some discussion about this in the comments earlier, so you just might want to join in on that. All right, dressed deceived. Dressed to deceive. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more innocent lives will fall victim. That was pretty jittery. Not to despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Dizzarian and me serve like we like by posing as impoverished souls in need of a succor. Ah, I dare to hope that this will yield us an answers we seek. I will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments and for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. Eek. I think I would. These will serve you well. You have my thanks. All right, listen, Dizzarian. So, as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us and beg for work around camp. Before long, the false priest shall catch wind and approach us. So we're going to try to get in good with them. So, to do that, we need to put on the disguise. Wonder if we do that here. Yeah, weathered shepherd's tunic. So we're going to equip that. And that makes us look poor, I guess. So it says, speak with locals while garbed in the weathered shepherd's tunic and paired in a pair of... slops. So I need to go back into that. Control I. And is it these? Yeah. Equip those. Okay. Now they look like I don't have a job. So I'm going to talk to all these people. Let's talk to one just to see kind of the stuff that we're going to say here. I preach the teachings of Azim the Warden. Hast thou come to partake the honey of her wisdom? Azim is keeper of the sun and the goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. Okay. So we're just going to keep going around, and I guess all of these guys have a little bit of preaching to do or something, so I'll come back when I find something. Okay, so some of them just wanted to get rid of me, and then others just were telling me where to go, and nothing. But we've planted the seeds that we are beggars looking for something. Why hasn't he changed? You have quite the knack for being a nuisance, Dizzarian. The camp is abuzz with the talk of the newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach this place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait kindly for the priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. That sounds like a plan indeed. Okay, here's Thancred at this little tent. Fine evening for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? You look absolutely smashing, Dizzarian. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left, then, is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. There's no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the order of Naldal, and I come to offer you succor. Succor. I don't know how to say that. This leaflet bears the teaching of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of the atrocious performance, you would have made a god-awful murmur. Oh. Well, what? How did you know? You bastards tricked me. But please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amanjah raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them. Few as they were, everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amanjah in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands, outrageous ones. Demands of what kind? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Nanawal mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people. So I posed as a priest to lure in vulnerable and give them over to the Amanjah. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence? You could have sought the aid of the immortal flame, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own peoples? Speak. Was good. What? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not see even a fraction of what the Amanjah pay me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for this mess in the worlds, then blame yourselves or the gods. What? Not you again. Were you the one leaking the immortal flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that. I swear it. At this stage, I'm rather declined to believe aught that leaves your mouth, but no matter. There'll be time enough to learn the truth. Oh, he's crying. Oh. Dizzarian, be a good man and take the word of these developments to Menphilia, would you? Yeah, she's the head of our order there. I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. All right, so it looks like I'm going back to the Waking Sands to speak to Melfina, which I've forgotten how to get there, but I'll get there somehow. Okay, so I arrived back. Let's talk to Menphilia. Welcome back. I'm pleased that you and Thacrid have been getting along, I see. You have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amanjah know for the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. Yeah, that's a pretty good guess. I think we're definitely going to take that. And that's probably going to wrap it up because she's going to send us somewhere else, and that'll be a good place to start the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and leave any comments you may have. Let me know what you think about the free trial. I haven't been reading much on it because I've been sick, like I said, but I'm interested to see what my audience thinks about this, or if you're going to try it yourself. I think you really should if you haven't been in Final Fantasy before. And also, if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. Your subscriptions really do mean a lot to me, and you can kind of get notified whenever I put out new videos. All right, till next time, bye.